Police in my whip must be thought I had bricks. Say I wouldn't make it, but it's happening quick. Hating on me now, when I ain't got shit, you better not let me get rich, rich. You better not let me get rich, rich. You better not let me get rich. Hating on me now, when I ain't got shit, you better not let me get rich.
Then go ahead and make a wish. Put that on my life, they better not let me get rich. Stayed in the game, boy, I never rode the bench. All the people I'ma shit on, I done made me a list. Especially the DJs who don't wanna play my shit. And deep inside they heart, man, they know that it's a hit. Soon as you do it, then they all on your dick. When I was down bad, I couldn't get 50 cents. Got the city buzzing hard like camouflage did. Police on my hood, bro, like we was moving bricks. Whole damn task force know we off the hinge. And from the day I started this, I knew I was gon' win.
I see why you mad, you ain't swaggin' like this. Police in my whip must be thought I had bricks. Say I wouldn't make it, but it's happening quick. Hating on me now, when I ain't got shit, you better not let me get rich, rich. You better not let me get rich, rich. You better not let me get rich. Hating on me now, when I ain't got shit, you better not let me get rich.
Good evening. How y'all doing?
Doing well. We are doing well. Welcome to.
You gonna stop Bernard from being frozen?
Huh?
Bernard, you're not frozen no more. Man, I don't know what's wrong with my partner's internet system. He got that.
Can you hear me?
Comcast, it's slow cast.
Do you have Comcast?
You got slow cast. You got slow
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Man.
Everybody, good evening. I'm on the road traveling back home from Tampa and California, and she'll be joining us.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might have to get rid of it. You're gonna have to get rid of the internet, I think. It ain't that much internet.
Man, I'm getting rid of them this week.
Or upgrade it. Upgrade your internet.
Man.
Because your system is real slow. Anyway, Harris in California, Charlie Brown is handling some matters. They're both supposed to get on late. I'm traveling back from Tampa, Florida, and Orlando. And so we got Bernard and Sandra, and we got some hot topics. So let's work.
You know what?
Yeah.
Since it's primarily my show today, I want to kind of talk about some things that's going on in the news, because we have some real breaking news, going on. You guys got some things going on in Georgia.
I know.
The that shot up the spas in Atlanta yesterday. And you know what I want to know is how police officers use such discretion, you know, when taking in, and I don't want to always use race as bait, but this young man, he's 21 years old, and he went by and shot up, I think it was spas throughout Atlanta. And they took him in without using any force. And he was heavily, and he killed 8 people. And, you know,
right.
Can we say two Americas? Can I say two Americas? Because right here in Houston, where I am, okay, the other day, we had a young man was running from the police, and he jumped out of his car and tried to jump in. He jumped out of his car, and the car chase ended at a gas station where a young Black woman was, as with her child in the car. And she went to get in her car, and the young Black man tried to get in her car. And she said, she screamed at the top of her lungs to the man that she was not going to let him carjack her car because she had her baby in the car. Yeah. Now, about 10 deep, and you guys can pull it up, about 10 deep cars surrounded this gas station because this was a car chase, you know, and they surrounded the gas station. And when he was trying to get in the car, he successfully in the car with this woman, and they opened fire on this car, and they accidentally they shot the man up, and they accidentally shot the baby in the back seat, who was 1 year old. They shot him in the head. Okay. And so Trump is down here right now, and they said, well, it was an accident. Okay. That's their justification. But my point is, if you knew that you were shooting into a car, it doesn't matter whether you knew if a baby was in the back seat. You knew that a woman, or you knew that a person was in that car, aside from the Black man that you were running after. So couldn't you have used some discretion? And this is what I talk about when I say there's two Americas. Because right there in Georgia, you have this man that has shot up 8 people, killed them. and he is captured alive. And right there in Houston, you have a baby fighting for his life. He'll never be the same, only to get a assailant that tried to rob I think the man just was trying to rob a package shop. So they had to shoot him up.
Well, that tells you it's too American. And we already know that. I knew that when they said that before they showed his face, I knew that he was a white guy, and I knew that they was gonna take him in without incident. Always happens, but they'll shoot us for pulling out a cell phone. But this guy done killed 8 people, and he gets to go to the jail in cuffs. It doesn't make sense.
And today, as I was listening to they had a press conference, and it almost seemed like the police were being compassionate towards him, you know, almost throwing out his defense, you know. And I really hate the way they do that, you know, because
well, they say he killed 8 people. Were all of them Asians?
Most of them were Asian.
They say at least 6 of them were. What were the others? You're there in Atlanta. Bernard, I think you ought to get on your phone and get on. Bernard, I think you ought to get on your phone and get on, because I can't hear anything you saying. It would be this day that we got these subjects that I'm traveling back. I couldn't leave on time to get back, and Air is in California, and Charlie is out playing fiddle battle. So Sandra, Bernard, can you hear us? Okay, go ahead, Sandra.
You know, but they're always talking about the whatism, the whataboutism, you know. So when I bought this up, you know, during another broadcast, they were talking about what about the person in Illinois that killed four family members about a stimulus check? Well, I give Black people no pass. I absolutely give our African American people no pass for violence. You know, that's just basic. You know, that young man in I think Illinois he was in either Illinois or New York, one or the other. But I give him no pass. But I can say this: he was already a criminal. He was an ex-con. He had already shot up a couple of people. He had just gotten out of prison. You know, so the girl, the young lady that had a baby with him and had him hanging around her, she already knew what she was getting when she was with him. She rolled the dice on her ex-con.
Well,
a violent ex-con. You know,
that's just life. We know that there are two Americas, and it should be addressed on a national level a little bit harder. We don't complain enough, and then when we complain, we don't complain long enough. So that's part of our problem.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because, you know, that I believe that that's the problem, because we don't complain long enough. People
And
in America,
they count on us not complaining enough. They know
yeah,
that we're gonna do it for a day or two, and then that's it.
yeah,
They already know that.
yeah. We gonna march. We'll march for 7 days, 21 days, 30 days, just like with Breonna Taylor. We marched, you know, but we forget. We forgive, you know, but there's some things that settlements can't give us solace, you know, and that's the reason why we are still marching to this day. And if we think about it, the reason why policing was instituted during Jim Crow. If you think about it, policing was instituted during a time to keep us Black people in check. Policing was instituted to police us, to patrol us, to jail us.
That's correct.
It wasn't instituted to protect us. That's the reason why we are apprehensive of the police. That's the reason why Black people, we don't call the police. That's the reason why. You know, so when they're asking us, you know, when they're saying, oh, well, you know, you should respect the police. No, how can we respect something, an institution that was created during a time during Jim Crow? And Jim Crow was policies that was instituted after slavery to keep us oppressed. You know?
Well, I still say that is one of the issues that we have to address within our community to make sure that we get the proper representation on those type issues. We don't do that. We don't have any staying power because at this time we're not united. There is no unity. Oh, it's 4 guests. Let me see who it is. Let me see if I can put these people on. Tasha, oh, that's Bernard. His thing still messing up. That's Bernard. His thing is still messing up. So I was here by myself. But I don't know. We just have to get people that's going to stand up and say something about it. We have all our elected officials still operating in silos. Bernard, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you very much.
I do with that picture right there because you faded out. I don't know what's wrong with that phone.
I'm trying to switch it around. How about this
Yeah,
here?
you way better. You way better than what you was. So just stay right there. Stay right there, Bernard.
Your vocals are better.
Brand new computer and it won't work right. His vocals was good that time. Your vocals are good.
Yeah,
Oh,
your vocals are very good.
I should bring it back in after a while. When you get it straight, I'd rather have him with the funky, with a good vocal than a dragging vocal and freezing up. Um,
Yes.
that's just a technical issue he's been trying to work out for a couple of weeks. He had Comcast out to try to fix it, and they couldn't fix it. They I guess they told him that they had sped up his internet, but I guess they didn't. But anyway, um, let's move on to our next subject. And that subject is, who are the blacks that sit on Savannah City Council? I mean,
No, Savannah Chamber.
Savannah Chamber of Commerce. Do you know these people?
I have no, you know what? Until you brought it up, I had no idea that there was even blacks that sat on the chamber.
Yeah, it's 31 members. I
Newsflash.
heard. Hey, I
Newsflash.
heard it's 31 members, Sandra, and only 3 of them are black.
So that's 10%.
Correct.
Okay.
10% of the chamber is black, and we are 56% of the population in the city of Savannah.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say that. So what's wrong with that picture?
Huh?
I said, so what's wrong with that picture?
Oh, it's too much.
Okay.
Too much. Who are the blacks? If somebody knows who they are, can y'all please put their names in the comments? If you know who those blacks on the Chamber of Commerce is, besides, I think they got one other person that's over diversity, a black woman named Erica Backus or something like that. But I don't know who she is either. See, they put people in those token positions to appease us in some way, to let us know that there are some blacks on there. But these blacks are not representative of the city. We don't know who the hell they are. We've never seen them in the community doing a damn thing. But they're the white people's token Negro. And
Exactly.
so we need to find out what needs to be done so that we can put people, so that some people can be put on this chamber. This chamber makes $11 million a year off of the city taxpayers. $11 million. They split the hotel motel tax with the city. $22 million in sales tax for motel tax, and they get half of it. That's a law. I guess they got to split it with all chambers, but the chamber is just there to advertise the city. I think that they need to do away with that law and the chamber. The city can advertise itself. For $22 million, they can open up a department. For $1 million, advertise the hell out of the city.
Yeah.
So it's throwing away money for the good old boys. That's all they're doing. They're throwing away money for the good old boys. What you think?
I agree, because when I went there, when I was running for office, I went there and I spoke with the leadership of the chamber, and I told them that they needed diversity, and they looked at me, and they said, well, we have, they were almost insulted that I even, spoke about that, that they needed a diversity department for the chamber, because it's not that nobody has said it, but they don't feel that they need to do it, So I do know that we need to bring Pat Gunn on our show very soon, because they had a vote about the tax, the hotel motel tax today, actually, and we need to talk about that. So
Yeah.
Can you hear? Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
yes,
sir. We hear you.
we
I
can
got.
hear you. We can't see you very well, but we can hear you.
Hey,
So
I'm
Don't
on
go
another.
nowhere else.
don't go nowhere.
Oh, okay. I can see it clear on this other phone.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
like if you leave me, Drew, if you take me and I'm backstage on this other phone, so maybe you can this is my daughter phone, so I'm on backstage on her phone. Can you see me?
Yeah.
So if you
We
do
can,
backstage on that phone, then it's very clear.
What's going on?
yeah.
No,
But
I'm in the
but
car
they
sneaking my mask on.
but they were very insulted, when I came to them and said that they needed more diversity in the chamber, because it is the good old boy network, you know.
It is, and much like Atlanta got a black chamber of commerce. We have one in Savannah, but it's not real active. But I think that they're about to get active.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
But you know what? I'm like this. Just because, you have black people on the board and all that. That's what it is, black people. It ain't like they're gonna do something. They just happen to be on the board. Okay? And I don't mean to go back. Let me go back to can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Let me go back to the incident on Tuesday in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to go back to that one. That got me burned up. It was 6 agents and I don't know who, they didn't say it about the other two. But this little white boy, gutless Trump supporter, he the one started all this, okay? Because when we first had that COVID-19, he said this is the Asian flu that the Chinese people brought it over here. So now it's like they going around killing these Asians because of his stupidity. And at the end of the day, if it was a black man doing all that, trust me, he'd be dead right now. Yeah, it's to America, but we as black people need to stop letting people slap us in our face. Continue. Okay? I'm gonna say what I want to say, do what I want to do, and I don't care who don't like it. It is what it is. But like you say, we'll march for 7 days, and then we'll rest for the next 7 days, and then when another incident happened, we'll go back and start walking again. Jesse Jackson, he only come out when it's benefit him.
Yes.
Sharpton, they all come out when it benefit them. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? At the end of the day, enough is enough. I mean, enough is enough. All this talking, we need to show action at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Back in the days, we had Martin Luther King Jr., right? And then we had Malcolm X. Okay, Malcolm X solution was by any means necessary. Martin Luther King was, more peaceful. So which one we should choose right now in 2021? That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna say no more. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I'm tired of I don't like Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson, because I feel like they have pimped
Yep.
the black community.
Yep. Amen.
Um, because they live behind their gated communities,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't even believe they live in the black community.
Yep. No.
Um, and and you're right. I believe that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they were attached to the communities they represented.
Yeah.
And they died for the communities that they died for what they believed
in. Right.
You know, and the only time you will see Jesse Jackson is when it benefit them.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm looking for somebody that will rise up and say, hey, you know what? This is wrong today, on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Sunday, whatever day it is, it's wrong.
You know what?
And I don't care how long it takes me, I'm going to say it's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I have against, Van. You know, people like Van Johnson. That's what I have against him, is that he's an opportunist. You know, I don't like opportunists. Don't pimp me. Pimp our community. You know, we need real leaders. And there have not been real leaders in our communities for a long time.
Yeah. But you know what?
You know,
you absolutely right. But you know what? You say the key word, you say looking for leaders. We don't have to look for leaders. Look in the mirror at yourself. Look, Jules, you look in the mirror at yourself. I'm looking in the mirror at myself. It got to stop somewhere. We, just like this show, at the end of the day, we should do what we need to do. I ain't looking for nobody to lead me to the water and I can drink it. I'm gonna leave my own damn self to the water and they're gonna drink it. At the end of the day,
because I don't, at the peril of me being blackballed in Savannah, I led. You know, I spoke what was my truth.
Right.
You know, when I put that I don't know you, Bernard, but years ago I wrote this this op-ed on Facebook that said, "What have you done for me lately?"
Right.
And I talked about all of the Black leaders that was just pimping the Black people for their votes. And I talked about how the only time we saw them doing anything was when they wanted our votes.
Right.
So they only came around every 4 years just to get our votes, but they wasn't doing shit.
Right.
In our communities. And they had done it for a consecutive 30 years. And we hadn't seen anything for votes. Okay? Not a sign put up, not a street paved, nothing. Okay? And this had been consecutively in the 2nd district, in the 5th district, every district that Black people were the majority, we didn't see nothing. Okay? And these were our Black leaders, Van and others I could name, but I won't. Okay. So I put up an op-ed, and my co-host, Julius Hall, he dragged me, okay? Because he said, "No, Sandra, you are against the Black community if you go against these Black people." But I was calling them out because I said, no, just because you wear our black skin don't mean you our kin.
Right.
Okay? That's what I said. And I meant that. And it was to my peril. It was to my peril, but I said it because it needed to be said. Because just because we were so happy to have Black leaders, Black people back in the day that we could vote for. But these people were selling us out the same way African people over in Africa were selling us to Americans into slavery back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So yes. It was no different. And that's what I'm saying about Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, all of them. If you are not going to be a real leader, you know, I mean, be a real leader. I was blackballed just for being a real leader. You know, to the point where, well, I mean, I'm happy now. Shit, I'm working for NASA. You know, but I would have rather been in Savannah still doing what I wanted to do. Just be a leader.
Right.
Okay, well, let's get back to the topic. And the
All
topic
right,
is, do you know anybody on Savannah City, Savannah Chamber of Commerce? I think I know one guy. No, he's a good friend of mine, used to be back in the day. And he's on the Savannah City Council, Savannah Chamber of Commerce. And I know that they put him on there because he's always been one of those guys that hung around them, hung around they. Y'all know who they is. So he hung around they.
But what is he doing? But what is he doing?
He always had one of those corporate jobs. And then they got this other guy on there. I think he's a lawyer. He's never been into anything in the community ever that I've ever noticed. So, and nobody can tell me something because he ain't never been to nothing. And not a damn person, if he walk in any community in the city of Savannah, knows who he is. Nobody can call his name. The only ones know him are elected officials, and that's only because they went to Chamber of Commerce meetings. I asked somebody one day. I asked an elected official that's a good friend of mine. I asked this male elected official who this guy was. He said, "Oh, you don't know him?" I said, "Hell no, I don't know him." And 240,000 more people in the city don't damn know him. Yeah, you talking about, oh, you don't know him. Ain't no damn body know nobody on that city council because they don't come in the community. The only way that this guy knew that he knew who was on city council is because he was an elected official. You know, stop thinking that people know people because you know them. People don't know these people. These people don't come in the community. Period. Don't do nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they representing us on the Chamber of Commerce.
Well, it's time to start calling them out. I mean, just like you spray Raid on a roach, it's time to start.
Ain't nothing to call them. Ain't nothing to call them out. We got to call the chamber out. The chamber needs to be diversified. The chamber needs to have about 15 to 18 black members on there and only 13 white. The chamber is the problem.
Exactly. But until we start saying, hey, you know, the chamber needs to look like what Savannah looks like. You know, the chamber should represent Savannah. But the thing is, but the thing is that the chamber really looks like what the businesses look like in Savannah. And because
That's correct.
Okay,
Yep.
and because the black people can't get access.
Chicago, Detroit, Washington, you know, that's everywhere. You know, but it's like this here. One thing about the white folks, right? If they see you can have the black folks can have all the money in the world, you still black. They don't care. You still black. Just like they took Bill Cosby down, and hey, trust me, that's if people don't realize the reason why they took Bill Cosby down because he was about to buy CBS,
NBC,
ABC, yeah, NBC, period. And come on, man, let that man out of jail. Okay, at the end of the day, you can have all
If Trump ain't in jail, Cosby shouldn't be in jail either.
He shouldn't be in jail. That's right. Absolutely. At the end of the day, trust me. You have all the money in the world. You get out of hand, black folks, you get out of hand, hey, they're going to try to put you right where they need to put you at. It's a bunch of bullshit, period.
It is.
So we can stand
into
our community and us black folks can stand together as one, then ain't nothing going to change. That's why I give praise to LeBron James. He doing whatever he can to make sure he can help his community and speak up and talk about what need to be talked about. Back in the day,
exactly.
You know, back in the day with the athletes, with Mike and all of them, they didn't have this platform. Now with social media and all that, these boys got their platform, and I give praise to Jaylen Brown, Marietta, Georgia, play for the Boston Celtics. These young men is making their voice heard in black community, and they showing it by supporting it and speaking up to what's wrong in this country, period. If all of us can come together, they can't take all of us down. They can't take all of us down.
Nope.
They can't.
Nope.
They're afraid of us. They're afraid of us, and it's picking Nicky. Trust me. We are. Biden got in as a president because of our black vote. Those two senators from Georgia got in there because of our black vote. And it made a difference. So just like we can come together and do what we did, we can stay together. We can stay together. Period. I mean, trust me, it's a damn shame that we can't come together.
And Bernard, if they wasn't so afraid of us, there wouldn't be over 200 legislation right now for voter rights.
Yeah.
Right now, these Republicans are trying to push.
Yeah.
Over 200 legislations to try to suppress our votes.
Right. And it started right here in Georgia. Right here in Georgia. Yep. You absolutely right.
Hell, Abbott, the other day, he was right here in damn Houston saying that no, he didn't see where there was any fraud going on, but he was pushing to suppress our rights.
Yes.
You know, the bullshit is real. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to invite those chamber members. If anybody know those chamber members, I want to invite them to come on the show. If they don't come, we're going to continue to talk about you. You can come and tell us all the great things the chamber is doing. You can tell us why the chamber is in operation. You can come and tell us everything that you're supposed to be talking as a chamber member. You can come on and tell us about it. So, or you just there as a figurehead and not there to do anything meaningful. I heard that they're going to give the Black Chamber of Commerce a bunch of money. Well, not a bunch, because they're giving them 11 million. They're only supposed to give them less than a half million to advertise to black businesses. That's what the hell the regular chamber was supposed to do. Now you got to get the black chamber in so you can give them some money. No, give them 5 million of the damn dollar.
Julius,
You know?
this is what your assignment needs to be. First of all, you need to find out who these 3 members are, and then you need to invite them onto the show. And I just believe that the $500,000. I mean, you know how I feel about them just throwing money at this Black Chamber of Commerce because first of all, that guy that's the head, what's his name? That's the head of the Black Chamber of Commerce down there. What's that guy's name?
Marcelo.
Marcelo. Yeah, Marcelo was the campaign manager for Van. So
yeah, Marcelo's a good guy. I like Marcelo. He's a very good guy.
I'm not going to say that he wasn't a good guy. He's a friend. I'm not going to say that he wasn't a good guy, but I'm just saying that he's not a good money manager. So I'm not going to say that he's going to be a good student of that money. So Van is they're just throwing some money at Marcelo to make good.
I want to know. I mean, it's about time that he gets something, and there's no other organization in place to get it. So you might as well let them get it. We can't complain about it. Then when they give us some, then we complain about that too. All we can do is complain about the amount that they should be getting more and doing more. So we'll see what happens in the very near future. But we want to invite those people to come on. And so we can get Air and Charlie also to interrogate them. That's what we interrogate. I know they ain't gonna want to come on because they probably don't have any good answers for us. So I'm about 5 minutes away from the house, and when I get there, then I'll cut off and get on my computer so we can finish up and I can relieve Tasha from engineering. She's probably tired. She done filled in for me for the last show and this show. I don't know whether Charlie said he was going to try to get on late and Air was out in California. But we're going to have some stuff to talk about in a minute, Bernard. So I want you to get ready for it. You hear me, Bernard?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Stuff. I don't want y'all to get on this and y'all can go back to talking about the two Americas and everything. I ought to be home in about 10 minutes. I mean, I'm gonna stay here until I pull up in the driveway, but not me. I'm not driving. Y'all can see I'm not driving because people will trying to report me. That's the driver right there. All right, they'll be trying to report me. I'm driving, but I'm not driving. My partner driving.
Oh, okay.
So when he pull up in the driveway, then I'll go get on the. So that I just put my stuff in the garage, and then I'll go up and get on. But Bernard, I got some stuff to talk about, so I need you to be ready, man.
All right. Did you see? Question. Do you see somebody still back? Do you see somebody still backstage? Can you see?
Backstage?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm on this other phone. It's backstage. It's more clear. My daughter's phone is more clear. Huh?
There's nobody else back there.
Is nobody back there?
No, I just look. Nobody but the engineer.
No, I'm saying, but I'm back there. It said you are backstage on this other phone. My daughter's phone is telling me that I'm backstage. Her phone
Oh
is
no,
more clear.
probably be out.
I
If it
probably need to
wasn't
get out
good,
of here.
yeah. Yeah, but anyway, we got some stuff to talk about in a minute. But I want those Black Chamber of Commerce members. I really, 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 really would love to have them on the show. And if anybody know their whole names and so I can get in contact with them, please send me their information so I can put an invitation out to them. Because I love to have them on the show so they can tell me exactly what the chamber's function is, because it's not all it is really. That's all it is. It's a boys status quo machine that pays
That's
people.
all it is.
City can do exactly what they're doing themselves now. Back then, in 1984, whenever it was created, it probably was needed to bring people to the city, but now in today's world, the chief companies are needed.
Hey, Julius, can you get me up to speed?
Garden City, huh?
What happened in with the vote in Bernetta's area last week?
They canceled the vote until 4 weeks. So they canceled 3 weeks from tomorrow. 3 weeks from tomorrow, they'll have the vote on the Salvation Army land grab. That's what I call it, the land grab.
Yeah, the land grab. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah. So I don't know where those it's talkative ones that talk more than anybody in the world all on saying that now's the night for one of them to just talk all day and they both don't show up.
Who?
I can't explain.
You're breaking up.
That's Jules breaking up, right?
Yeah, that is him breaking up. But I wish that he wouldn't have broken up at that time, because I really wanted to know what really happened.
Right.
But yeah, until let's still talk about this two different Americans.
It's two America. Let me say this here. It was you in Houston, Texas?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's talk about Houston, Texas. The quarterback for the Houston, right?
Yes.
He want to get out, right? He said he's not playing for them no more, right? Watson. He said, I don't want to play for them no more. I'm leaving, right? So he wanted to leave, right? So all of a sudden it's coming up that he's in a what you say, somebody is got him in court. The young lady got him in court for incident for the massage or whatever. Okay, so now we hearing about this. We ain't heard about this last year. We ain't heard about this 2 years ago. It's like, okay, so when you want, that's what I'm saying. I don't care how much money you have as a black person, they're gonna railroad. Now they trying to railroad them and coming up with stuff that's, probably didn't even happen, but now they're trying to tarnish his image and everything.
And
so I don't know what happened, but all I know, I read about it and I seen it, and it's totally, bullshit.
And see, that's what I don't like about this new Me Too movement, or and I'm not going to discount. I'm a woman, and I've I've suffered I've suffered through through being molested. You
Right.
know, I've suffered through rape,
Right.
and I went to my mother at an early age, and you know, when I was in Savannah, I was kidnapped and raped in 1980, and it was broadcast and everything, and I I just have a problem
Mm-hmm.
with I have a problem with this Como, you know, thing, and I
Right.
have a problem with what happened with Cosby. You know, when one person comes out,
Mm-hmm.
then 20 other people come out, you
Mm-hmm.
know, 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a problem with that. You
Right.
know, not that I discount women, you know, but I count the way things happen,
Right.
you know, that um that you come out, you know, years and years and 20 years later or 5 years later, or you know, I
Yeah.
just question it, you
Right.
know,
Right.
because when I was I was molested from the time I was 4 until I was 8 by my cousin, you know,
Mm-hmm.
who we were in the Jehovah's Witness religion.
Right.
And when I was about 8 years old, I told my mother, and you know, that was a whole family dynamic type
Right.
thing, you know,
Right.
and you know, I just feel like if this is a thing for you, you know, it shouldn't be kept a secret
Right.
for 20 years and then you all of a sudden come out,
Right.
you know, and I can't put a label on some women, but I question your motive,
Right. Right.
you
And that's
know.
and right. You absolutely right. With me, I'm like this. And I don't want people to take what I'm about to say the wrong way. It's like totally, I feel you and I understand you and very sorry for anybody that ever went through, what you went through, and there's people out there have grown up, went through all this, and uh, and I truly apologize for that. And it's like secret, and for the people who totally like you were totally a victim. It's a
Hmm.
lot of women are a victim. And
Yes,
it's a lot of women's not a victim. It's what their motivation. When they see green, that's their motivation. At the end of the
exactly.
day, that's their motivation. Because people don't realize men's get sexual abuse. Men's
Yes,
growing up getting, the same thing. But you don't hear about that.
yes.
But so they taking people who are victim and people who are not victim tarnish the people who are victim and making it like throwing it under the rug because of their motivation. Now, this young lady, her motivation is money because somebody pushed her to that because he want to get out of Houston. And
Hmm.
it's a lot of things. It was a motivation for Bill Cosby. They pushed her. It's like support the true victims that go through
Yeah,
this. Support the true victims.
yeah,
And not the ones that's motivated by money. And it's wrong,
exactly.
and it's totally wrong. And you have people using it to their advantage so they can go in their bank account and tarnish good people. He's a good man. I know this guy. He's a good man. He came from a
Hmm.
good family. You know what I'm saying? So stop letting the white man drag you through to get him because he want to get out. It's all about football. That's what it's all is about.
Yeah.
So True victim come and express their story and their pain. True victim. Okay.
Yeah.
People who motivated, they don't come. They hide behind their lawyers and they, and don't say anything, but because they know they're lying.
Mm-hmm.
And for
Ex-
all the victims out there, I truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, apologize what you went through growing up and what other folks went through growing up.
yeah. And and that, it's really hurtful for a person that has really been a victim, of sexual assault, to
Mm-hmm.
see people that you think, to yourself, is she really a victim, or,
Mm-hmm.
is she just doing this just to get 15 minutes of fame,
A fame, right?
because just like what Como is going through, like right now, because
Mm-hmm.
there's no way that I could work for somebody that I feel genuinely in my heart has victimized me,
Yeah.
in any way, you know.
Who was
Um,
right? You remember
that,
when we was going? You remember when this pandemic first started, and they had all these governors on TV, and Como was the first one that he was tearing their butt up, he was tearing Trump up, he was tearing them up, and now all of a sudden you coming out with sexual harassment and this and that. They ain't nothing but the good old white folks, Republicans come out since Trump done left. Now they going after these people. Now they going after them. Now they
yeah,
bringing all old this and that. Come on, you didn't hear all that when we went through this whole thing a whole year ago. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a
exactly.
sudden, you coming out.
Exactly. It,
That's
it it's just like once a day, somebody is just coming, and saying, "Oh yeah, well, I was a victim. He touched me inappropriately, or he said this inappropriately to me," and they're saying that, but I still work for him. No, no, because you know my cousin did this to me, and I didn't speak to him for the rest of his life. And when
right.
he died, they asked me, "Are you going to his funeral?" And I said, "No, and I hope he burns in hell perpetually."
Right.
You know, for real.
Okay, y'all are here now.
Yeah.
But we gonna I'm gonna relinquish my time to you, Julius Hall.
Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you
Right.
for
Right.
being such a gracious host while I was on the road. I'm sorry, America. I'm sorry to the world that I was a little late. We had to leave early. Well, we had to leave Orlando and go to Tampa, drop one of our partners off in Tampa. Then we swung on around, and the traffic was just backed up. We done time it where I could get home right at 7, but then the traffic was so backed up that, and because Florida's doing major highway development, I'm talking about major. Every road you go down there working on. So it's nothing like Georgia. Bernard, your mic is like bleeding in. If
I
you
know
can
it.
keep your hand on the mute button, then you can, whenever you get ready to speak, then you can talk, because yours is clicking real bad. I don't know whether it's a ceiling
Yeah, I know it.
fan or something that's going,
I don't know. Hold on.
or turn it down some. Yeah. Yeah, that stopped the clicking right there. But anyway, what's that? What is our next subject? Now, this is a subject that I want you in on, Bernard. I need you to tell me what you think, because we got we through with the blacks on the Chamber of Commerce. I want to invite all those blacks on the Chamber of Commerce to give me a call or give somebody a call. If you don't know how to get in touch with me, you do. Just I need y'all to come on the show. So we're gonna get to our subject of, we got 2 hot subjects left in the next hour. And I want y'all to share, invite everybody to come in, because we got 2 hot subjects.
blacks who have betrayed our community. Number one, Tim Scott. Did y'all see what this silly Negro said?
You know what? I've been hating Tim Scott for a while. I cannot stand him. Like every time he speaks, and I don't want to say this, but I just want to choke the shit out of him. And I know I owe you $5 or $10 right now, but Tim Scott, that Negro there, that buck teeth Negro there, can he be more Uncle Thomas? Lord have mercy. Really? Really, Tim?
Bernard, you know who Tim Scott is, right?
Tim makes licking boots.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I talked about
Tim
him.
makes licking boots a damn.
I talked about him and Herschel Walker.
Yeah, Tim makes licking boots a damn sport. I just can't stand his ass. There go $15 I owe you. I'ma send it. I hate him. I really hate him. You know, he has defended everything that the Republicans do on down to the insertion. South Carolina really needs to vote him out. But I doubt that they will, because he's their token Negro. I don't know.
Well, Tim Scott, did you hear what he said lately? Did you hear what he said? I had to go to the door because it was a UPS person at the door delivering something.
What did he say? What did he say lately? I hate him.
Oh, you didn't see it? He said that we should not have been giving black farmers anything in that $1.9 trillion Rescue America plan. People were saying, well, that's some reparations for blacks for not ever being taken care of when white farmers always were. And so Tim Scott said white farmers are suffering too, and that it shouldn't just go to black farmers. Tim Scott, it takes some kind of I can't call him that. Damn, I forgot. He is a coon. You can't say that.
Why?
Because you can't.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, put it this way.
You be in Facebook jail. You cannot say that.
Because I've been in Facebook jail for 24 hours. So just say he's unique and just leave it like that.
Yeah, just find some other word. You can't say 2 or 3 words you cannot say.
Well, I tell you what, he also said this. He also said that the minimum wage should not go up to $15 an hour. You know, and I don't understand how anybody can live off of $7.25 an hour.
Well,
yeah,
I know, and that's just the problem that we got in this country, where people don't care. I tell people all the time, if you are a Republican, you don't have any compassion. The only thing I can say about a Democrat is Democrats have compassion for people, for the little person, and Republicans don't. So that's just part of what it is. It is what it is, and we just got to change. We got to get out and vote and do those things that are necessary to change those people who are in authority. But Tim Scott has said some things that I just think is just repulsive to be a black man. He is just, I think he needs to turn his black card in.
He's been turning his black card in. He don't care.
He still got one. He still got one in his pocket.
Hey.
Bernard, we need
Only
you need
one,
to find him
the
and see.
only person that
Hand that
thinks
over.
he's black is his mom.
Yeah.
That's the only person that still think he's black is his mom.
Yeah, because everybody else know he doesn't change his color. He works with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson tried to bleach himself white. This guy here just trying to live.
Exactly. The only thing that he don't have is bubbles. Shoot.
And where Bubbles at?
Shit.
He's still in California?
Probably so.
Okay, Bernard, we're gonna talk about your cousin now. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. He's number 2 on the list.
Woo. Man, that guy, you know what? He's a character. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this will get me. You got these black folks, you know, I think he was raised up in Thunderbolt or whatever. You got these black folks. They forget where they come from. And then when they don't make it, they all of a sudden, you know, they the whitest black that you ever seen in America. You know what I'm saying? And this guy here, I don't know, man. If I say what I really want to say, then shoot, I'll be banned for life. You know what I'm saying? And
his wife?
I don't have anything against who you marry or who you with or anything like that. I don't. To each his own. But why when they go ahead and get those blonde eyes, blue eyes, you know, and I'm gonna leave it like that, then they think they got the best thing than peanut butter and jelly. You know what I'm saying? They got to realize if it wasn't for the black women, and I'm going to say it, keep it real. If it wasn't for the black women in this country, where the hell we would be. They our backbone. They our queen. They our princess. They build this country. So I don't have a problem who you marry, but don't throw our black women under the bus, okay? Because they did it. If it wasn't for them, damn it, we wouldn't be here. This country wouldn't be here today. They are the most strongest people in American history is our black women, our mama, our sister, our cousin.
Anthony Maben say he Uncle Ruckus.
Hey,
yeah, because let me tell you, didn't his white wife support the
she sponsored some buses. She sponsored 35 buses to come to the Capitol, but nobody said anything about that. Had these been black or Democrats, had Maxine Waters sponsored 35 buses to come to a Black Lives Matter protest at the Capitol, they all would have been up in arms. Carl Murray said Tim Scott have not said anything worse than the current Savannah mayor. You're absolutely right, Carl. You're absolutely right. White people are the minority in Savannah. That is absolutely correct. Also, Vanessa says that's right, America. We are very strong. We got 7 people on this list. Anybody else, y'all can be out there thinking of who you can think of to add to this list and put it in the comments, because we're going to ask you in a second who we should add to this list. We're going down the list. We're on number 2. We're on number 2. Not you. We're on number 2 right now. And we're going, we know that Clarence Thomas, I called him 2 things the other day about a month ago, and they put me in Facebook jail. I called him what Sandra tried to call somebody just then. You can't use those words on Facebook. They'll flag you and they'll put you in Facebook jail. So don't use them.
Yeah.
Or use another word.
Right. Because they put me in jail and I finally got out.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was in there for 3 whole days. I felt like I was on Gilligan's Island or something.
7 whole days without love for you.
I couldn't do nothing. We had to switch over to put the all the shows on the other app, on another page. I couldn't even get on. It was terrible.
I know it, Jules, man. It felt bad too, man. I was like, boy, I was upset. I said, okay.
Yeah, this is where we get our rush from. But YouTube didn't do nothing to me. But I don't have an audience on YouTube. We haven't been sending everybody over to YouTube like we're going to start to after a while. YouTube is an organized page. It's a little bit more organized than Facebook. You can go there and find all our shows all the shows in order as they came on, is dated and everything. So you won't have a problem on YouTube. We just haven't been pushing everybody to YouTube because we'll be doing a whole lot of upgrades and changes in the next couple of months to the platform. So y'all just stand by for it. But you can go to YouTube and watch it. Our next person is Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash.
Y'all tell me about Stacey Dash, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook about her, and I went to see what's up with Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash has now said she was not with Trump. She was on Fox News giving all that bad commentary, saying stuff like, we don't need a Black History Month, white people month. We don't need a Black History Month, and that blacks are just lazy. All kinds of stupid stuff she said. But now she said she's not with Trump. She was just saying that to say it, and that she wants to. She apologized to the community.
Damn, stay across there, Stacey.
She can't get a job or nothing. Bernard, that's your girlfriend. She right there in Atlanta with you some days.
No, stay.
She ain't my girlfriend. My girlfriend named Shorty. And she true black. Hey, she true black. Hey, we throw her away. We throw Stacey away a long time ago.
Yeah, Stacey is something else. Stacey is special. Now here's y'all.
But you know, when Tyler Perry don't want to deal with you, you know you got some issues.
Yeah, and she was a great actress. She just blackballed herself, and she thought that their water was colder and their sugar was sweeter, and their ice was colder. But she get what she deserves right now. You know, a little blackout on her. She getting blacklisted. Ain't that something? She getting blacklisted.
Yeah.
Hey, here go your favorite person.
Oh Lord! Man, I got to talk this one. I got
one word for him. Go to.
Yeah.
What you say, Bernard?
Hey, Herschel got a mental problem. And you remember when we was running track? I don't think in Herschel Wrightsville High School came down to Groves, and we had
Groves High School, yeah,
and we had to run against Herschel Walker, and Herschel left us so much in the dust, man. I was like, we couldn't see. All we seen was his feet. That's how fast he was. Hey, that's how fast he was, and that's how fast he left the black community, just like that. Hey, you know that's Herschel was Donald Trump boy. Donald Trump was the first one to give him what $2.5 million on the New Jersey General, the U.S. Football League.
Yeah, that's why he loved Donald Trump today. That's why he is so behind Donald Trump, because Trump gave him his first $1 million contract with the Generals.
Right. Yeah.
When Dallas didn't want to pay him all that money, but back then when Herschel came out, that was a lot of money then. But now they're making $20 million, $30 million a year. Yeah. But Herschel Walker is a football fool. Like I got him on there. That's what he is, a football fool. Carl said, what about Chester Ellis and Kenny Adams? They're silent on the weeping time. You're absolutely correct, Carl. Add this person to your list. I'm currently reading her book, which I checked out at the library, Blackout by Candace Owens. Candace Owens is already on the list. I don't want to tell you anything, but Candace is number 5. She's already on the list. She's a big mouth fool. Candace is already on the list. Okay, I only have one other person after Candace. We can talk about Candace a second. Y'all come up with number 7. Y'all can come up with number 7.
Hey.
But number 5 is Candace Owens. She's a big mouth fool. What does she do anyway?
She don't do nothing but trash the black community. That's all she does.
She ain't no actress or nothing like that.
No? She ain't nothing. She's nothing. She
I don't know her.
But a black troll.
Oh, okay. She's a troll. Okay, she was always on all the shows. I remember her and T.I. and Killer Mike got into it, and T.I. wanted to slap her because she was disrespectful to the community. And no, we don't supposed to be disrespectful.
But guess what? But when they had that, when they had the Republican convention, they showed her how black she was because they didn't have her on.
Yeah,
that was funny to me.
Yeah, she still thought that was okay because they still love me. She one of them abused wives that get beat and say he hit me because he loved me, and that's what she thought. And that's just how she is. But Candace Owens is number 5. Her and that sheriff that used to support Trump out of Milwaukee somewhere. He's an idiot too. And we had a poll, and I had a call-in poll, and I got these names from off of the call-in poll. And number 6 was, oh, Lord have mercy, puppet mayor of Savannah, Van Johnson. Number 6, betrayed our community. He's a betrayal. He's a traitor. He has betrayed our community to the fullest. He made the list. He's the local one that made the list. Number 7 is up to you all. If y'all put them in the comments, we'll read them out. If y'all know somebody that we've missed that has betrayed our community to the fullest, please let us know. Van made the list because he made promises that he's broken. He's made promises that he has no intentions of keeping. He made promises that he think that we are fool, that we don't understand what he's doing. He's catering to big business and the chamber. And when you sell your soul like that, they sold their souls like that in slavery time. That's why they sold those 429 slaves at the weeping time over that 2-day period, because of people like that who helped the white slave the white slave gatherers. The people jumped off the ship and ran and picked all the slaves up, took them back to the ship, the slave bounty hunters. We had people like that back then. But, back then, Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman would have handled people like that. But Van made the list. Do y'all have any number 7s? Nobody got a number 7 for us? Nobody got a number 7. Oh, here go one. Oh, Cecilia said, what about Kirk Franklin? I'm here to defend Kirk Franklin.
No,
I ain't gonna tell
you will not say Kirk Franklin. You will not say Kirk Franklin because Kirk stood his ground.
That's correct. I can't say that Kirk was wrong. Kirk out a grown damn man. That was a grown man cursed out. And if any church people got a problem with it, check your own backyard. You ain't
exactly. Because I tell you what, if we were to leak every one of our tapes, every one of us done told our kids, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass.
Correct.
I tell my kids that on the regular basis. What the hell you say? Okay. Continue.
Gabrielle said, I got Kirk's back. Yeah, we all do, because I think Kirk is like any human being, any father, anybody that wants to, if your child, especially your grown child, is being that crazy, and you probably got him to where he's at because Kirk is rich, then you can't have him acting a fool with you. Sometimes you just got to go off and tell it like it is.
Right. Right. Hey, y'all talking about individual. Hey, you say individual. Let's talk about
with me. Huh? Yeah. I'm gonna tell you where it's at, and I'm gonna tell you where you going, and I'm gonna put you in your place.
That's right.
To Kirk Franklin.
Well, let's talk. Right. You're right.
Brian Hayward said, but Van is in his seat because most blacks ignored the fact that he didn't do anything in the first district for 16 years. You're absolutely correct. We did it, and we were wrong, and we're all sorry. I think I speak for we. You know, because we're sorry that we did that, because he showed us and gave us his butt to kiss. And anybody that give you their butt to kiss, see, I know that the last year, right before election time, next time, if he's running, they say he's trying to run for something else, but I know he'll be out kissing babies. Pandemic will be over, and going to parades and kissing up to everybody, and he'll be America's Savannah's little golden boy again. But we're not going to forget. We're not going to let anybody forget what you did. He's banking on the fact that he thinks that we're stupid enough to let him off the hook. I don't give a damn what you do. You can heal a lane. Ain't gonna help your ass this time.
Yeah.
He better run for his damn life.
Yeah. And that's the problem, man. These folks,
So see, you say, I'm all for Kirk Franklin is a good man. I'm talking about the news media. Yeah, the news media tried to chastise Kirk, but ain't nobody listening to the news media no more.
Exactly. The hell with the news
They don't have
media.
no credibility in our community.
Right.
None whatsoever. So that's all y'all got. All it's 100 of y'all out there looking, and y'all telling us that you only got Kirk Franklin to add to our list of 6. Number 7, y'all got one other person. Okay.
Can you hear me, George?
What's that, Bernard?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, and let's don't do individual. Let's do family. The Jackson family, the Braxton family. Let's do family. You know what I'm saying? They left the black community. Ain't did shit. They ain't did nothing in the black community. Period.
Yeah.
You know.
You right.
I got a list. I'm reading it down. You got Oprah.
No,
you can't
do Oprah.
They're not gonna let you add Oprah.
No, you can't do Oprah. You can't.
They're not gonna let you add Oprah.
You can do Oprah half.
How about this guy?
Oprah 50.
How about this guy?
You got Oh, Anna. Hello. Listen. I hate to just butt in, but I've been listening to you guys on the phone, and I have to say, you did a wonderful job. Bernard did. You guys brought sex in, child molestation, abuse. These things are very important, and we need to know about it. But what you should do, if possible, give a number to tell people, who to report it to or contact. I thought the information was fantastic. You guys carried the show while old Great One was absent and accusing me of all kind of things. Like, I don't have family issues sometimes going on. I'm free, and I'm going to renew my contract or negotiate it, because Arrow can go to Mars, can go to Venus, and Almighty One is okay. She's in California, but Charlie Brown is out somewhere playing tiddlywinks or something. And he don't know what the H's going on. And Sandra, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to strike all the fines you owe. You don't have to worry about paying it, because Mount of the South cursed every other word, and she hadn't sent a nickel yet. Well, yeah. And wait a minute, and I'll be through talking in a minute. I promise you, because I know we got a short time. The chamber, that girl, the Backus girl, Erica, I think, I know her last name is Backus. That's Mike Backus' daughter. You remember the coach used to be at Savannah State College? He was a basketball coach at Savannah State College. And he moved to Statesboro. That's his daughter. She lives in Savannah. She don't sit on the board, but she does work for the chamber. And diversity. I know she's been working for diversity. Excuse me?
She's over diversity at the chamber.
Okay, she's not on the board.
She needs to diversify the chamber first.
Okay, but the biggest problem we got going is that, what do I always say? When people fail, when community fails, it's only 2 reasons. Lack of information and lack of knowledge. Okay, and here where I'm coming at now. Listen to me very carefully. what you can do, you can go to a meeting or go to several meetings because they 501(c), a nonprofit. They cannot stop you from coming into a meeting unless it's an executive meeting. No one will reach out. All you do is sit back and go la 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 la. Go down there and see what the H's going on. That's all you have to do to understand. I'm saying the 3 black representatives, whoever they may be, because I don't know for sure, they need to come to the community meeting, the black people, and say, this is what's going on with the chamber. I'll come and give you an update. Whether they do it 4 times a year, 3 times a year, information, give black people knowledge of what's going on. We can't sit back and expect them to just say, whoa, they doing this and we doing that. But we don't have no idea what's going on. I'm going to catch up. I'm about to. And what Tim Scott say is unforgettable. And Van Johnson say a lot of things, but he ain't say nothing so outrageous is that fact they give the black farmers $5 billion to work with. He get on and say, that's why we had civil rights and stuff and fought for it. White farmers need help too. Well, how about the black farmers all the way in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? Think about that. Huh? And don't get me to start talking about Clarence Thomas. I was his neighbor. I was his neighbor for over 5 years.
Really?
Yes, while we was growing up, we lived 4 houses apart.
You think that's where you get that attitude from?
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
No, you heard exactly what I say, turkey neck. And don't you call Mitch McConnell neck turkey no more.
I saw that when I was on that thing. I saw that, Charlie. I said, well, you know, the camera was down here. But do it look turkey now? Huh?
Yes.
No.
It hadn't changed. And then you had nerve on air to go gobble, 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 and then sneeze. I almost died. I dropped my phone.
It was something in the air. We were passing through Brunswick, and there was something in the air, and I had to sneeze.
Bernard.
Yes, sir.
Bernard?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I want to thank you. You did a wonderful job in putting stuff in place. I appreciate you coming on. You're a little bit fuzzy, but that's okay. You be around a lot of fuzzy people, so it don't make any difference, you know. And again, Sanya. Miss McKeithen, you carry the show very well, and I have to compliment you in the absence. Now we can catch up and talk about anything. I got everything I need to put in. And Carl Murray, good evening, and I hope things are going well, and I hope you and your lovely wife is doing well, Miss Murray. Van do a lot of things, but he bad, but he ain't bad as Tim Scott and Clarence Thomas. No, he's not. Please, he is bad, but nothing crazy like Tim Scott.
Okay.
Thank you, great one, for letting me catch up. And you owe me an apology because I wasn't playing Tiddlywink. I had to go down there and see the white people, St. Patrick. They say, oh, hey, Charlie. I said, there ain't go Brighton there, my brother. And they pat me on my back. I said, thank you, sir. Thank you. And I was scratching when I wasn't itching. I was just scratching. They were glad to see me. They say,
okay. We don't have but 20 minutes, and I want to get to this last subject.
I wanted to tell you, you guys made national news down in Savannah because they were talking about how you guys had unmasked your unmasked party down there during the weekend.
Yeah, we did.
You know, and they didn't know why you were trying to spread COVID, you know. So
I don't even think that was newsworthy. Unless somebody they were all down here, and then the news cameras came down here and took pictures and following them all back home and gonna put them in isolation or something. Our last subject is mainstream media portrayal of the black man. That is a problem.
It is a problem.
It's a bad problem.
It
is. They're emasculating us is what they're really doing. Why does every movie, black or white, always have a black man on there playing in a gay role?
Well, Julius, you know the reason why, right? If you don't, I'm gonna share with you my opinion.
I know you are, so go ahead.
The reason why is that you have to look at the executives that runs Hollywood. A great deal of them are gay, and they push the LBTG agenda. I mean, that's the way of life. The one who got the goal make the rules. You keep that in mind. Just like you got the black agenda with ATR, you saw the push the agenda. You choose to pick, and I'm saying, and that's the way it is. And they trying to push the LGBTQ, and that's wrong. Listen, I think a doctor, if he gay, I respect what he does. I really does. His profession. If he an architect, I respect that. A lawyer, I respect his occupation. But guess what I don't respect? When they trying to push their agenda and push what they do on us and my children and my people, I don't like that. It's not that I don't like the LGBTQ. They're fine. I don't want them pushing their agenda on me. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, sir. I understand where you're coming from. Okay, Sandra.
Well,
what is your thinking on these black men always being portrayed as gay men in the movies?
Well, I don't feel like all movies are, you know, but they're sneaking. I think that they're trying to make, just like right now there's a
all right, now we ain't got but 20 minutes.
Hold on.
But Julie's let her take her time and get it on there. You slide up and down the damn road and go back and forth, back and forth. Let her talk. Go ahead, Sandra.
So there's you remember a long time ago we weren't.
Come on, spit it out, spit it out. Come on.
We weren't on a lot of shows.
Right.
So we weren't on a lot of shows a long time ago.
Right.
And we were depicted as housewives and
maids, servants, butlers, things of that,
and hustlers and things like that.
You're right.
So in order to get people comfortable with the LGBT community,
the Q, don't forget the Q part.
The LGBTQ community.
Thank you.
Now they have to put them into movies and commercials and things like that. And if you look at different commercials, have you guys looked at different commercials lately?
Yes.
They have interracial couples
and gay couples too.
And gay couples,
yes,
on a lot of commercials.
But Sandra, what I'm saying, and Julie's not listening. Brian, I'm gonna let you speak after me. What I'm saying is that the one who got the goal make the rule. The people who got a lot of money in Hollywood and wherever, they are making the rules.
Yes.
And that's what you're saying. They're influenced because they got the money. Let Brown speak. Let Brown say his piece about it. What you think,
Hey,
Bernard Brown?
I'm gonna say this. To each his own, and whether you gay, straight, or whatever, hey, I support you, but like you say, don't bring it, don't bring it in me, don't bring it to in my
Don't
face,
push
or
the
etc.
agenda on us.
Right, because at the end of the day, to be honest, you have to in Hollywood, you got to do what you got to do to make the money. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody say, hey, can you play this gay person in this movie, and they giving you a certain amount of money, hey, I'll be gay for until the movie over with.
Right,
Trust,
right.
But they're
hey,
trying
hey,
to make
trust me. Hey, I
they're
know, I know I'm straight, but when it comes to that movie, I say, hey, I'll be a bone arrow.
Well, just give me a minute on this. Just give me a minute. I think the biggest concern is that it seemed to be trying to dilute the strong black male as a family man,
Mhm.
as a part of community. He might the strong black man might be putting too much of pressure for
Right,
is in my opinion, and they're trying to tone it down and say they're not that strong or whatever they're getting at. But again, I respect. I don't get me wrong. I respect all these people, profession, what they do. I just
right,
don't want their agenda put on my kids, my grandkids, and me. That's
right,
not fair. Okay,
right,
yeah.
right.
for me.
You're right.
All
All
right.
we trying
You're
to say,
100% right.
all we with emasculate, I want everybody to understand what the word means. It's to deprive a man of his male role or identity, or two, to make someone weaker or less effective. And it's a role that they're taking from us so that our women can see that there's something lesser, something weaker. They're trying to take our identity from us by putting us in these roles all the time. And I don't like it. It's really screwed up, and we need to be pay more closer attention to it. It is prevalent on
And
TV shows, Oval, Sisters, Ruthless, on CW, one of the daughters of Black Lightning, the one that got the gold in Hollywood, perverts.
Yeah, but
hey,
if you look at, I've been binge watching this show called A Handmaid's Tale, and that is crazy, because they talk about how you wake up tomorrow and all of the laws has changed, and women are back in biblical times where all they can do is serve their husbands um, or have babies, and they can no longer work, they can no longer read, they're no longer able to be learned people, and it is against the law.
Right.
And you
And
know, in this thing you watching
Agreed.
on TV, and, and,
yeah,
and, and I tell you what's sad about that situation. When a child is a child, the first teacher of that child or that kid is his mom, and his mom has to be educated enough to educate that child. And that's why a lot of parents homeschool their kids, and the mom is the one who doing it. I don't buy that concept. I understand it's a fiction thing, but it's not a good concept as far as I'm concerned. I'm not for nothing like that.
yeah,
Well,
But they're
but
trying to
you
see,
push
know,
that agenda.
we had strong black men when we were coming up. You can
Mhm.
even see it right now, Charlie, in what is happening in the country with you don't have them you for running for office. What
Right.
the majority of our elected officials are black women. Black women. The black man has taken a back seat to the black woman, and it's on purpose. It is something that they've done over over time the last 25, 30 years, and they have done it well. They
I'm
have
gonna get in
positioned
trouble
our
now.
women to be above us, to make us feel a little bit lesser of a man.
Joyce, I'm gonna get in trouble now.
Because y'all had people like Al Scott that got in the doggone chair and
don't
just
worry
played
about
around.
Joyce, I'm gonna get in trouble now. And I
Okay.
might not be on the air next week. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
You can't
The
say something.
reason it's designed, in my opinion, they give the power to the black woman. It's easier when they get ready to take it. They can take it from her. It's difficult to take it from the black man. And that's
no, sir.
No,
sir. Because
yes.
First of all,
I told you that's my opinion.
First of all, black women have more degrees than any other race, any other gender.
You're right.
The United States today, we have the most education than any of them.
But you're not physically strong as us in a lot of areas. And I know I'm sounding like a male chauvinist. No, I'm saying this isn't about education. This is about when they get ready to take the power and take it from them.
They can't take it. Stacey Abrams showed that. Stacey Abrams showed that.
Charlie, what was your opinion again, Charlie? Tell me that one more time so the world can hear.
Please.
My opinion was, I feel strongly that the system or whatever was set up to put the black woman in charge because they don't want the black man to have that kind of power, because when they get ready to take that power back, whatever day it comes, it's easier to take it back from the woman than a black man. That was, again, my opinion. That's all.
Your opinion is flawed.
Okay.
Your opinion is flawed.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that opinion. I don't see nothing wrong with that opinion.
Well, I know you don't see anything wrong with the opinion. I'm just saying.
But it's gonna be
beings.
Right. Well, y'all got it all going on. Everybody taking that from y'all.
That's what I'm just saying.
No, nobody taking that from y'all. That's not what he's saying.
Jeez.
That's not what he said.
Tell me what I'm saying, buddy.
Y'all can't fight the man like we can.
Thank you.
The thing is, we're gonna have to be able to stand up and fight for you all. The black man has to finally stand up and do something, damn it. And they ain't doing nothing.
Sir.
They all acting like they're scared of their job for some damn reason.
Sir,
we more physical. We more physical. You're gonna have to take it from us, and you're gonna be in a fight, a hard fight. We will fight you.
Sir, we don't fight like that anymore. We fight with
we do too.
We fight with our brains. And just like Stacey Abrams showed in this last election, that we don't have to fight you physically. We fight you with our brains, and that's how we won everything in this last election. We didn't have to even fight you.
We need strong.
We need to strategize.
We want black women to excel and do what you do. And you are very educated. Trust me, black men need to step up, because when they try to overthrow the power, black men need to stand up and protect our black women. They want to put you out there in the yard by yourself and catch you. You ain't strong enough to sustain. Then you use an intelligent word. They ain't gonna stop him from busting you in your head with an axe. Charlie Black will be there to block that axe and bust his head wide open with it. You don't have that physical strength. Look at that elbow. You don't have that. It's not about education. It's not about how smart you is. They want to put you down because power will be easy to grab from you.
Hey, Charlie, they're going to need me and you and Bernard and Ivan Cohen and Anthony Maven. All of us going to have to go and bum rush them. We're going to have to come and defend these people. Carl Murray, we got to go and defend these women. You know?
Julia, they don't want us. They don't want us to protect them. They want to divide us. They want to divide us. The system is set up to divide us.
Right.
That's
That's
what's
true.
happening. Y'all guys got to listen to me. I've been around a long time. I'm seeing what's happening. All of
How long you been around?
City Council. Look at City Council. Look at City Council.
What they're trying to do.
6
and you're
girls.
right. They're trying to
7.
trying to put the black man and the black woman against each other. So we got like 4 minutes left. We got 4 minutes left.
No, we got we got 9 minutes left. We came on 5
9 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna say this. We as black men and we as black women need to stop fighting with each other. Come together as one. We better as one together. We love each other. Hey, like I said earlier, the black women are the most strongest people in America, and black men are the most strongest people in America. All we have to do is come together and fight, because these goddamn Republicans and they support or whatever, they trying to take this place back, but they done lost it. So all we got to do is work together, come together, and we'll be okay. And that's all I got to say.
And guess what? You look at the Browns. You take Charlie Brown and Charlena Brown. You take the two of us. We strong because we got each other back. I got her back. When people try to walk on her, guess who step up to the plate? She used a lot of big words. She's smart. But guess what? Miss Brown ain't strong enough to stand up against her. When I walk in the room, she say, "That's my husband right there." And they say, "Oh, I didn't know he was your husband." And their whole attitude changed. I'm telling you, me and Miss Brown been in business together for over 40 years. And I've always had her back, and she had my back. If I couldn't do it intellectual, Miss Brown will step in. And when you try to step on her, guess who'll be there to block you?
When I walk into any room, I'm the most, they give me respect.
Good.
Because they know that I'm coming with research, knowledge.
Good.
And I'm going to tell it like it is.
Good.
So they cannot dispute what I'm saying.
And guess what? I'm happy. But guess what? Miss Brown walk in the room, and if they say something to her not proper, I'm going to stand up and let them know you don't do that. Respect her title and what she do. I'm her man, her black man, an alpha male, and I mean business. I may look timid, but I'll bust them wide open. Ask Julius about me. He know my reputation. Hey. Nobody take a warrant out on me now. But Julius know my reputation. Bernard.
They say behind every black man is a black strong woman.
That's correct.
We all I have strong black women in my family. The young lady was a strong black woman. But at the end of the day, one thing about black women, you get out of hand, they'll bust our ass in our mouth.
Right. And Sonia and Brown, you're absolutely right. Sonia, you are a strong black woman. I appreciate what you've done, raised your kids, and some of the turmoil and stuff you have been through. I do compliment you. And I'm saying you're right on point. Black women are some of the most educated people in the world, as far as I'm concerned. And they are the queen of us. But at the same time, we are warriors, protectors, and you don't have the black man standing behind you, they're going to attack you and come at you. With a good army behind you, they'll be a little bit more skeptical.
True.
And I want to thank you for letting me come in a little bit late. I wish I could have been on all the topics, but I wasn't. Me and the great one was out.
You touched all of them.
You touched all of them. Well, we're glad you came, Charlie, because we don't
made the show, Charlie.
Without you.
We glad you came.
I don't want people to think, that I'm this male chauvinist. I'm not. That's what white people want, whoever wants you to believe. I'm gonna take Miss Brown. Bottom line, and any black woman I'm in a room with, you ain't gonna diss her. You ain't gonna tell her what you wanna and move her aside and clear your throat and say, I said, excuse me, sir. Miss Brown was next. Dr. Tanya Howard Hall was next. If I'm in the room and juries know, I will do it. I respect my woman.
Yeah, he is a bull in the room, man. You better watch out.
Sandra know that.
Yeah.
So she know that. I'm gonna protect my wife.
Yeah. You know, we want to thank everybody. We got 5 minutes left. We sorry about all the technical difficulties, but I was on the road. I know I kept spinning out. The engineers, I didn't see the text. They told me to get off the air until I get home. Even though I wasn't driving, they were saying that my connection was going in and out. So if y'all look at this again, y'all share. If you look at it again in this kind of spotty, it's because of I was traveling coming back from Tampa. You see, we had our big meeting in Tampa and in Orlando today. So it's Apex Triumph, baby. Anyway, I thank y'all for coming in, Mr. Brown. I know you had a lot you were doing. I was just messing with you. I know you, when you're busy, you're really busy. And
I was busy. Yeah. But Joyce, can I say that before I get away about your neck?
I can't stop you.
People, what you're seeing, what you'll be seeing is perfect example from overeating. Look at his neck. See, you can tell it now. Sit back and do your neck over. Gobble, 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 gobble. Good night. I got that.
Mitch McConnell.
Hey, Charlie, that was a cheap shot, and you know I gotta get you back. So don't you cry when I get you back, because I gotta get you back.
I'm
okay. You're gonna cry though.
No.
Let's read these last comments before we go. And to stop fighting, we must. Our Lisa said, in order to stop fighting, we must learn to trust each other.
Yes.
Charlie Brown, Ivan Cohen said, Charlie Brown has been around about the same time James Uncle thought docked here with the ships. He said, Estella said, you are right. You are correct, Mr. Charlie Brown. My husband is the same. We are strong, walking side by side. We are We're in the fight
together.
The struggle together. And Ivan Cohen say, bull in the room, Charlie. You are talking. But somebody else said something also right here. Gabrielle say, Charlie is right tonight. Just tonight.
Just tonight. Only tonight.
Miss Nelson, thank you so much. You don't know what that does because you're one of my favorite people.
Yeah. We only give you tonight.
Bernard, me and you gonna get these cakes worked out this week. I might have to come up there Monday.
Yeah, but I thank you guys for letting me take over the show.
You did a good job.
And just go off topic. I just had to wing it because you know, the topics that Julius gave me, they were just hard. So I just had to wing it. I'm sorry.
I got 2 other subjects.
Julius, can I say that? Vanessa Taylor, you think we're gonna ever have Vanessa Taylor on our show because she's Miss Social Media. She is CBS, NBC, ABC. I've never seen not one person. You know what we can call her, Julius?
Air.
Because she's everywhere. Vanessa, hello. I love you out there. I want you to know.
Yeah, Vanessa is doing a great job everywhere.
Yes, she is.
Vanessa knows that she can come on any show and advertise anything that she wants. There's something in the morning that she wanted to advertise about. We got 2 things before we go. We only got 1 minute. We got the 10 o'clock. You got the pastors walking to the monument, or the Weeping Time Monument, in solidarity with West Savannah residents at 10 a.m. in the morning. ATR will be there to cover it. And you also have
Lisa Monroe.
You got
Mona Lisa Monroe.
Oh yeah, you got Mona Lisa Monroe at 10 o'clock in the on her show. And you also got at 11 o'clock, you got We Love Can Park is getting a $5,000 donation from attorney Mark Tate. He's donating. Yeah, he's giving them $5,000. Vanessa says she coming on the show next Tuesday. Who's she coming? What show you come on next Tuesday? Jamal.
Wednesday.
We on Wednesday. You can come on Tuesday and Wednesday if you get on Jamal. No, Jamal on Wednesday too. The only thing on Tuesday is Ferrante and Alicia.
Julian
and Alicia. But you we might have an opening at our vulnerable communities because Natavi is leaving town.
Julian, gonna take 1 second. Remember, people, any 501(c) nonprofit organization, you can attend their meeting. That would include the chamber. Please, we need to be informed. Any 501(c), you can go to their meeting. They cannot stop you because they're getting public funds, money.
Vanessa, you say what's next? What's on the 23rd? Which event is on the 23rd, Tuesday? Type it in here real quick. Which event is on the 23rd?
Stimulus money, $1,400.
You already got yours. I check your bank account. What event, Vanessa? Which event? Type it in there. Which event is Tuesday? The We Love Can Park event, or what? Of the preachers marching. Oh, the check donation is next week, so it's not 11 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. The check donation is Tuesday. Okay. Okay, Tuesday for the check donation for We Love Can Park. Mark Tate is giving $5,000. He's matching the $5,000 that they raised, and he's giving them $5,000. So that's a great thing for that organization, the Can Park one. Okay. All right. Thank you, Estella, Alderwoman Estella Shabazz. Anyway, good night, people, and we love you. We sorry for all the technical difficulties. Bernard, you got anything?
All right, bye.
Hey, good night, and y'all be safe, and only in America.
All right, Sandra, you be good too out there in Houston, Texas. Love y'all.
Bye, everybody. Love you guys.
Bye-bye. Enjoy.